With each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath, you are consumed almost like now with particles of the pink and diamond light, almost integrating one with the other. The inner core is that pink, and the outer shell of that is the diamond white light. But there's no specific parameters, and you can see on the edges that they integrate one into the other. It's very soft, very permeable. And it is this word permeable that comes in along with this visualization, that comes as a sacred symbol from the higher realms of light. And already we are blessed and graced. And so we can clearly now, as we see it, imagine and intend to breathe in the very particles of these colors. And with each breath, it moves through the mouth and the nasal cavities. And it's permeable, so whenever the breath comes in, there's no part of the physical, mental, or emotional body that is not touched by it. And with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath, you breathe in these spiritual, radiant colors coming from the highest spiritual realms of light, from the upper worlds, coming in as great, powerful codes of illumined light. Now moving in because it is permeable into every part of your physical, mental, and emotional body. So you simply breathe with intention and choose to experience this grace that flows in. And as we do, we can sense and feel the loving compassion of the higher realms of light that are being brought to us. And so there is a nurturing component to this that's very personal to us, individually and collectively. It is like a great cosmic hug of reassurance, of support, and unbounded love. It is a divine grace that we are blessed with, that we are highly anointed, and thereby we are graced with this experience. And all that is needed now in this divine sacred moment is to experience this pink ray of the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, encapsulated with the diamond white light of the highest realms of light, moving in through the crystalline cities of light, through the paradise worlds, through the Shambhala worlds, bringing in those divine sacred codes of cosmic memory, of comfort, of understanding, and of wisdom. So we are simply bathed into this loving cosmic embrace. And with each and every holy in-breath and out-breath, all concerns of our earthly matter, all concerns of a physical, mental, and emotional world subside for these few moments now, as your attention and your intention is imbued in this loving light that holds the codes of unconditional love, that encirculates us, integrates within us as we with it. And just as how the aspects of these colors come into like little pixelated forms of light, the pink and the white, we find ourselves also dispersed as pixelated physical, mental, and emotional beings at the very core and essence of ourselves, from the atomic level and the subatomic level, is light. And we hold this diamond light. We are part of this diamond light. This diamond light that is beyond the measure, beyond description. The beauty of it is beyond description. But we hold it, and we have it, and we remember it. And we anchor this cosmic memory with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath. For it is the ascended realms of light, that part of us that is active and alive, reaching us from the higher chakra system, from the higher crystalline grid to the source, moving in and through the divine energetics of the platinum ray that encapsulates the sacred pink ray of unconditional love to make sure it reaches us undiluted. And all we need to do in this moment is simply breathe the holy sacred in-breath and out-breath. Because for each and every breath we breathe is no ordinary everyday intake of oxygen, but much, much more. It is oxygen that has been imbued in light, the Ein Sof or light, the limitless light. And so we come to realize how special and precious each in-breath and out-breath is. We fill ourselves with this light, this grace that is bestowed upon us to bring us into our own healing, our own balance, and our own wholeness. And this is done as the pink ray of unconditional love that has no barriers, no perimeters, but is boundless and is focused on each individual as well as collectively. For this was brought into your experience as you have walked your path of light, as you have opened your heart to unconditional love, as you have strived to make known the unknown, as you have worked in higher service, has opened the gateway for the pink platinum ray to open and to reach you individually and collectively. And you take this moment to feel, sense, and know the energy And as you do this, you become aware of the radiant ones who surround you, the radiant ones who are connected to you from various streams of consciousness in a great alignment to higher service, in the reactivation of ancient commitments, agreements, partnerships, and collaborations. For these were done in the highest realms of light, in its purity, and in its compassionate love for the divine, its sense of bliss and joy and happiness, deep-seated cosmic memories being evoked once again. And so we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. And we are pixelated now as little atoms of light holding the pink and platinum ray. And we now, as the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, we now disperse simply through our intention and the power of our visualization to disperse our pixelated selves out into the atmosphere of the earth. For we are the bodies of light. And so we move our presence, moving through all things through osmosis, for we are permeable and can move into all things. And so we move consciously throughout the atmosphere of the earth. And all things in the atmosphere, in the stratosphere, that is not in the highest alignment, that is in need of healing and balance, we send forth our pink and platinum ray energy to all that is in need of healing, of balance, and wholeness. We are like particles of a great solar burst, and we move all blockages and realign the connections of light with the upper world and the lower. And the birds and the insects and all that dwell in the element of air receives this blessing. And there is great peace and healing, purification, and joy. And now we bring our attention as we move the disperseness of ourselves that holds this pink and platinum ray and rain upon the sacred earth. It rains upon the trees and the plants. It rains upon the plant kingdom, upon the sacred earth, and upon the mineral kingdom, bringing in the pink ray and platinum ray to heal, realign, reconnect with the higher thought forms, the higher realms of light, the original thought, the original creation of purity and wholeness. We move boundlessly, uninterrupted, and we are able to identify, sense, feel, and know where there is a need of balance, of reconnection of the higher realm, and all blockages are now dispersed, bringing in a new sense of clarity, a new sense of purification and healing. All that is imbalanced upon nature now receives this divine grace and blessing for healing and balance and wholeness. And through all the disruptions, through human intervention, miscreations, and imbalances, we draw upon the higher realms of light to bring balance, to bring healing, to bring purification upon our own Earth Mother, upon her elements, upon her kingdoms. And we continue to disperse, and we reign upon the animal kingdom, and we bring healing to the animal kingdom, the end of suffering, misuse, comfort, and we bring the sense of joy and happiness to the animal kingdom. And we disperse ourselves boundlessly through the animal kingdom, holding the pink ray and the white diamond light, platinum ray. And now our attention moves to the earth and her inner core. And as we rain down into the earth and into the root system, as we move through all biologies that keep the sacred earth in holy balance, as we move through all the kingdoms on the microscopic level and disperse the pink and platinum ray, permeable everything, there are no barriers to us. And we can move through all levels and all dimensions through the frequency of the higher light, of the diamond light, and the higher light of unconditional love. And thereby all things are touched into the earth, around the earth, in the caverns of the earth, and to all life that resides there. We're very focused and intentional in what we do, for we remember who we are and what we are a part of. And we choose healing now for the sacred earth through all timelines, past, present, and future. We are as a healing balm, moving through all the crevices of the sacred earth in all of her 7 expressions, like a breath of fresh air, a great rejuvenation and a great genesis, an upgrade and an upliftment to our Earth Mother and to Mother Nature. And she recognizes us as we recognize her, for we work together. And she guides us, she protects us, and she shares her ancient wisdom with us. And finally now, our attention is upon the human kingdom. And we put our attention, our intention upon the human kingdom upon the surface of the earth, the human kingdom whose memory has been cut off, who has been disconnected. We now move as these pixelated lights into the hearts and mind of each and every human in the physical earth and also upon the spiritual planes. And because we are permeable, we can move through all things, including the hearts of stone, the hearts that suffer, the hearts that are in fear. And we bring the pink and platinum ray into those hearts of humans for the healing, for the purification, for the balance and the wholeness of each and every human. We move deep within the human consciousness to dispel the artificiality of separateness. We bring in, through our interweaving of the human consciousness, this pink ray and platinum ray to disperse into the human consciousness, to bring back the higher alignment of its connection to the higher worlds and the great Adam Kadmon, the divine human. We put our intention and our focus on the consciousness of humanity upon this earth, that it holds and integrates and connects with the higher thought forms of its originality, that it realigns and reconnects with its true higher source, that it dispels, recognizes, and eliminates that which is less than the highest light of unconditional love and the diamond light of all colors in the platinum ray. We send out to the multiverse that we remember who we are, and we are here to awaken and uplift our precious planet and call out to all hearts and minds of humanity to do the same, to remember, to reconnect, and to realign with divine source. We just take a moment now noting the sense of boundlessness and what love is, its power and its grace. And we are particles of light that are part of the cosmos. Very deep within ourselves, we find gratefulness wells up as we begin to understand the magnitude of the divine and the love that embraces us and what there is and what we are a part of. So we sever these few moments here now with grateful hearts, the honor to serve. We acknowledge all the radiant ones who surround us, who help co-create this platform for this experience and opportunity. We feel the love, and we love you deeply as you love us. We truly are one love. And as we would want to stay in this beautiful, blissful, energetic, we know the time has come, for there's much to do. And so by intention, we draw those parts of ourselves, those pixelated light particles, and bring it back in, even as we draw in our electromagnetic field and the most radiant ones begin to draw in theirs. That the very source of the pink and platinum ray begin to withdraw to its source, but always leaves its essence behind. We feel the energy moving in and through our body, and that will remain for the hours and days to come. And we'll intend to remember this before we fall asleep. For it to continue in more profound levels on the higher realms and aspects of ourselves. And so, on the count of 3, we will be prepared to be back, awake and alert and grounded. 1, 2, take a very deep breath in, and 3. We are back, awake, we are alert, and we are grounded.